Hey guys, thank you for watching our video today. It's all about Puglia region, and make sure to leave some place because in the last day we're going to visit in Naples and try some of the most famous pizzerias this city have to offer. And trust me, there's a lot of great pizzerias in Naples. But before we get there, Puglia region is our first destination. The moment we arrived to Naples airport, we rented a car. Now you know the thing that every time you see on the website before getting there, you check and you say, okay, this car is 300 euro, this one is going to cost you 400 euro, this one is 600 euro. So, oh, this is a good car, I will rent this car. When you get to the renting company office, for getting those keys, understand that you're going to have to pay a little bit more with what you expected. Now, first is the insurance. You have to pay insurance. Insurance is pretty expensive. I think it was additional of another 300 euros. I want my wife to drive also and help me because it's 7 days and we have to drive a lot. For additional driver, that's another 10 or 12 euro per person. So the total amount was 1,077 euros for 7 days. Not cheap. Now, we decided to base in Bari. Bari is a big city. It was more comfortable for us because we are not young and I don't have the power to get up in the morning, pick up the luggage again, move to another city. Welcome to Bari, the capital of Italy's Puglia region and one of the most authentic cities in southern Italy. Unlike many tourist destinations, Bari is real, walking city where local life and history come together.
Fresh treats and luxury.
Right out of the sea.
Which sea is it? The Adriatic
Adriatica.
Sea.
That's the Adriatic Sea.
We got a treasure.
Delicate.
Fresh.
It's really delicate.
Well,
That's a very...
I want to keep it forever.
Yeah,
Can I?
It's your friend.
The heart of the city is Bari Vecchia, the old town. Its narrow streets are filled with centuries of history, beautiful churches and local families who still make fresh pasta by hand right outside their homes. Nunzia, the pasta lady, isn't a restaurant, and it's not a tourist show. Nunzia makes fresh pasta by hand right outside her home using the same technique locals have used for generations. She usually works in the late morning to early afternoon, and she may not always be there. This is the real life, not a schedule. Be respectful, don't rush her, and always ask before filming. If you're lucky enough to catch her, you're not just buying pasta, you're witnessing a living tradition of Bari.
But if you put it in the freezer, it can wait 2 months.
This is the Basilica of San Nicola, one of the most important religious landmarks in Europe. Built in the 11th century, it's old, the relics of St. Nicholas. What makes this place unique is that it's secret for both Catholic and Orthodox Christians, bringing visitors from all across Europe and the Middle East. Even if you don't go inside, take a moment to stand here. This church has connected cultures, faiths, and travelers for nearly 1,000 years. Life moves at a slower pace. The food is simply and delicious, and the locals are known for their warm hospitality. Bari is also the perfect base for exploring Puglia, with easy access to places like Pogliano, Mare, Monopoli, Alberobello Ostuni, and Matera. Whether you're here for the history, the food, or simply the experience authentic southern Italy, Bari offers a side of Italy that many travelers never get to see. Getting to Matera, it's pretty easy. The problem is the parking near the old part. It's not exactly the most comfortable way. Do some search on Google Maps before arrive over there. Try to find the closest parking. It was pretty cheap, we found something that was like maybe 20 minutes of walking, getting to the old part. The parking cost us, I think it was like 12 or 13 euros for entire day. Good price. If you compare that to Amalfi, for example, then you're going to pay 55, even 65 euros for entire day. Guys, welcome to Matera. It took some time to get here. We parked the car. We have no patience to wait to the shuttles. We walk. It was like less than 1 mile. And then you get to the center. It was beautiful. You had huge tree, church, and other small vendors that sell other cool things. And then there is like a porch that you go inside and you see this stunning view of Matera.
Matera is actually strolling between the alleys. This is the main experience. There's a lot of galleries here, mostly the house here, the buildings are with galleries or hotels, small hotels.
Very small hotels, small rooms, but actually let the people that stays here to park the car near. So it's pretty nice to see such a small, tiny alley, and then you see a car that passing through, okay, that was pretty weird. But the thing that really you have to prepare, come with comfortable shoes, because there is a lot of stairs here going up and down. You're gonna have to climb. There is no roads or elevators or whatever. Here you're gonna have to climb some stairs. You can hear me breathe. And this is one of the moments you realize Matera is something else. 1 minute you're in a normal Italian town, and the next you're standing inside a city curved into the rock. Everywhere you look, there are stairs, caves, balconies, and views layered on the top of each other. It honestly feels more like a movie set than a real place. We thought we were ready for Matera, but walking into the old city, as this hits you completely differently.
A lot of people think, where should we go and have a terrace that look on the view of Matera? Don't worry about it. While you're strolling along your day in the city, you'll get a lot of options.
Yes.
Spontaneously, you'll have the chance to take photos. You don't need to pin it on your map.
And use that small tuk-tuk taxi vehicle. It's 25 euros, it's really fun.
We decided to take this small vehicle, and of course every time I change my seat, like from the right to the left, it feels like everything is moving. But okay, it's safe. You can see one beside us just moving.
Force Comune, Plaza del Sedì.
Tutti quanti con l'accesso vostro. Ma scherzi con le guide pro, cioè con le guide, no, cazzo, in macchina.
We decided to do both of those towns at the same day, and I'll tell you why. First, we've been there in the winter, so going to the sea wasn't an option for us. Probably the question that you ask yourself now, okay, that's very smart, but what if I'm going to be there in July and August? So the answer is still going to be yes. Pogliano, Mare, it's a pretty small town. I give you 3 hours, included lunch, to see that small town, included that famous balcony where you can see the cliffs with the ocean.
Welcome to Polignano a Mare. Well, we started walking in the alleys and it's all whitewashed houses.
You can see that it's built for summer vacations. Let's see how it looks in winter.
I can feel the waves. I can feel the waves.
Look at it.
Oh my God. All the alleys are so tiny, so small. Even now it's winter, it is maybe 300 people inside this small town, and you can feel a little bit how it's gonna be here in July and August. We have the entrance to the old town. It's maybe let's 100 feet, and then you get to the piazza. You got that small church on the right. You walk another 200-300 feet, and then you get to the edge. You have the big balcony with an amazing view of all the cliffs. I can take a wild guess and say that even in July and August, 4 hours will be top in this town, unless you have lunch. It's 20 minutes of driving getting to Monopoli. Monopoli is much bigger than Pogliano. 6th of January, it's holiday here. so a lot of the business was closed. But thank God, in the old part of the city, everything, well, most of the places open. So we're going to find some nice restaurant now to eat lunch and continue.
I loved strolling between the alleys even though it's a little bit empty. It has its own charm.
I don't know why. I have a feeling when it's going to be 3 or 4 o'clock, it's going to be pretty crowded.
Yeah, you've seen the piazza there with all the lights, monuments?
Yes.
I guess it will be really nice when it will turn on. We'll go back there.
Crowded with all those vendors as well. Very nice to be there in the evening.
In Porto Antico, Monopoly's Old Harbor, we decided to see the city from a different perspective, by boat. This is something we really recommend. From the water you get a completely new view of Monopoly. The historic walls, the old buildings and the coastlines all come together in a way you just don't see from the streets. It's calm, it's relaxing and it gives you a moment to slow down and actually take it all in. If you have the time, this is definitely one experience you shouldn't miss.
We got up early morning and we drove from Bari to Alberobello. It took us, I think it was maybe 45 minutes getting there. The parking was pretty easy as well. It cost us 8 euros, nothing serious. But I have to mention that was our worst day in our trip. And it was really raining, it was very cold, and it was a little bit tough to enjoy. The moment we get to the famous part in Alberobello, you know, those small houses with this unique roof, and the rain became even harder over there, and it was really hard. Alberobello. We are here for 5 days by now, and the weather was perfect. But for some reason today, it's raining.
On our way into the center of Alberobello, we're searching for that perfect rooftop view, the one that shows all the famous trulli from above.
As always, you might get some rain. And you might find out that your coat is not water resistant. I'm not going to tell you who found out, but luckily we find in these little stores, they take out umbrellas and raincoats just when you need it. So we paid 4 euros and I covered myself with a water resistant
Bag.
something.
Perfecto.
4 euros.
Now it's time for have a good coffee now, yeah. Good coffee sound good. Espresso, maybe a cappuccino.
We're driving to Ostuni, but honestly, we had no idea what was waiting for us there. What we found actually shocked us.
Everything was empty. I mean, like the town was completely closed. Kind of remind you those terrible days, no? That COVID. You remember that everything was closed? Oh my God, that was awful feeling. At the moment we parked, again, pretty easy, very cheap. We walk maybe 700 feet. We got to the beginning of the old town of Ostuni, and then we saw on the right was a restaurant. We decided to have a lunch over there, and that was sort of smart idea because that was the only business that was open that day. I mean, like the only business. And the waiters come to us and tell us we are closing the kitchen half an hour, so please hurry with your order. So we did order the lunch, and it was pretty good lunch, I have to mention. And the moment we left, they basically closed the door behind us. You don't see something like that, especially when you're on vacation in Italy. You don't expect to see something like that. And the entire town was closed. Nothing was open. Not even a souvenir store or cafe or gelato. I mean, like nothing. So we've been there for 2 hours, and then we left and returned back to Bari. So that day was not the best day in our trip.
Nobody's home.
We are all alone. You imagine? Look at this. Only us. Nobody. So after 5 days in Puglia region, we got up in the morning, packed our stuff and drove back to Naples. Now driving from Bari to Naples is approximately 3.5 hours, pretty smooth, no problem. And in Naples we stay in some small boutique hotel in the neighborhood of Vomero. I highly recommend you, if you decided to stay in Naples, check Vomero. There is plenty of public transport over there from all the destinations you need in Naples, included to the port if you decided to take a ferry to the Amalfi Coast or to Capri. This will be a perfect spot for you. So I think we've been in the hotel less than 1 hour, and then we went to do something special. A pizza cooking class. Chef Luca was a pretty awesome person, I have to mention.
Today we are in Naples, Italy, the birthplace of pizza. And instead of just eating a pizza like most tourists, we decided to learn how to make a real Neapolitan pizza ourselves. So we joined a traditional pizza class right here in Naples, where local chefs show you the real secrets behind the world-famous dish. From mixing the dough and stretching it by hand to choosing the right ingredients and baking it in a wood-fired oven at nearly 500 degrees. It sounds simple, but making a real Neapolitan pizza is actually a lot harder than its look. And there was one small problem. My wife now got so excited the moment we started that she could not stop laughing the entire time. I'm not even sure if we learned how to make a pizza or if we just created a complete chaos in the kitchen. But by the end of this class, we will find out if we can actually make a real authentic pizza from Naples, or if we should just stick to eating them.
We are at a pizza workshop.
Yeah, we're going to prepare some pizza today.
One is to make a really nice ball and all the flour mix with the water and the yeast. At the end, I'm gonna put a little bit of salt. This is not your husband, it's a dog.
Yeah?
I made this pizza.
How is it?
Tasty.
After the Second World War. Flip it. There we go. That's why when
Like a sandwich.
you will see, that's why the food here.
I like this pizza. That's the first time I actually made pizza in my life.
Did you notice
Look at
how
it. It's crispy like I love. I actually made it.
Naples is one of Italy's most exciting and authentic cities. Located in the southern Italy, it is the birthplace of pizza and the place where history, culture and everyday life come together in a unique way. As you walk through the historic center, you will find narrow streets filled with local shops, churches, street food and the energy that makes Naples so different from other Italian cities. Of course, no visit is complete without trying a traditional Neapolitan pizza.
Mi sta facendo video, ciao.
Marina Soli. Ora che siamo Marina di Lorenzo Lama.
La mattina famosa, mo. Ai. Famoso.
the first Napolitan pizza of the day is with the fior di latte, not the buffalo cheese, and the tomato sauce with no seasoning and only 4 leaves of basilicum. You have to fold it, you know why? Because all the liquids are inside and the cheese, and it's very thin. Tuck it in, pizza portfolio.
Let me see that, show me, so people can see how good it looks. Wow. Okay, enjoy.
It's really thin and delicate taste.
Many of the world's most famous pizzerias started right here. Naples is also the perfect base for exploring some of Italy's top destinations, including Pompeii, Mount Vesuvius, the Amalfi Coast, and the island of Capri. Whether you're visiting for the food, history, or atmosphere, Naples offers sides of Italy that is vibrant, chaotic, and completely unforgettable. Guys, thank you for watching our video, and please don't forget to subscribe to our channel.